Hi folks, I'm Bob Mayne. Welcome to another episode of the Handgun World podcast. I carry a gun because I can't carry a cop. This is episode 408, and I'm your practical host. Just an everyday guy, no military or law enforcement background, no gunsmithing background. Just an everyday dude taking my Second Amendment rights very seriously. I've got an interview with Dr. John Edeen coming up. You've probably heard Dr. John Edeen on this podcast before. You've heard him on many others, and he's also been a speaker at the Gun Rights Policy Conference. He's an orthopedic surgeon, a pediatric orthopedic surgeon here in San Antonio, Texas, and he's also the membership director for Doctors Responsible for Gun Ownership.
Yeah, we're an organization of healthcare providers and healthcare professionals, and our job is education. We talk about Second Amendment issues as it relates to healthcare. And also, we're the anti-Bloomberg. We put out blog posts twice a week on our website, DRGO.us. And also, we're on Facebook, and there's sometimes one or two posts a day on Facebook where we comment on articles and just put stuff up for conversation. It's a great organization, and it's growing, and we need to have more membership so we can be able to start affecting things. We've done things like we did an amicus brief for the Wolfschlager case, which just was ruled on in Florida. Unfortunately, not entirely in favor of us. However, there's still room to go up the chain into the Supreme Court if we need to do that.
Wow.
And it's all about the boundary violations that some of the doctors, where they start asking you questions about your firearms.
Oh, yeah.
And they don't know anything about safety. All they know is they want you to get rid of your guns or to store them with your gun in one place and your ammo in another place. And of course, that makes the firearm useless if somebody's breaking into your house. So how are you supposed to defend yourself or your family?
So all they really know is talking points.
Right, exactly. And there's no such thing as gun safety in medical school. Okay, that class doesn't exist. It never has, and I doubt it ever will. I did a military residency in orthopedics. Guess what? We never talked about gun safety there either. So, this is the kind of thing that we're dealing with. It's a great bunch of people. We're involved in, a Gun Rights Policy Conference. We usually have, several speakers at that.
Including you.
Yeah, including me. And I've spoken now for the last 3 years. We write articles. I had one published in USCCA's Concealed Carry magazine last July regarding the terrorist threat against hospitals.
I read it. Very good.
And I think that's something that's very timely, and I think it's something, unfortunately, we're going to see happen in the United States within the next year or two. And so we really have to get our acts together about trying to get rid of gun-free zones, and and this is why I'm here. Because gun-free zones, I think, are immoral and they're evil, and and all it does is it disarms the good guy.
Absolutely.
And gives the bad guy a free rein. So we've got to fight for that kind of stuff, and we got to educate people so that they can talk to their representatives and get things changed.
I think you're one of the first people I've heard call gun-free zones immoral and evil.
They are. They're absolutely immoral. And that was in my first article that I wrote that was in San Antonio Medicine. I talked about the immorality of gun-free zones in hospitals.
I guess I didn't read that article.
Well, it's because you probably didn't get San Antonio Medicine.
Yeah, maybe I should get San Antonio Medical.
Yeah, actually, I'll give you the link. I'll send it to you.
To all the other doctors that are listening to this, how much is a membership at DRGO?
DRGO's membership is $35 a year, and it's tax deductible. We are part of the Second Amendment Foundation, so it's part of SAF.
Yeah, that's cool. So you're also supporting SAF, which is a top-notch organization. John, thank you. We'll do some more after the last day tomorrow.
Okay, I'm ready.